Hi there. Welcome to MCSI. My name is Emma. In this video, I will tell you about the safety protocol to handle and share malware samples. Have you set up your own malware reverse engineering lab? Take a look at another video on our channel, where we demonstrate this. The description box contains the link to it. Now, you have received a malware sample to be analyzed. Let's discuss how you can safely handle it. Once you receive the sample, the first step is to safely transfer it to a virtual machine for further processing. I'll tell you 3 ways in which you can accomplish this task. You can transfer the sample from the host to the VM over SSH using programs like WinSCP. Ensure that the directory synchronization between the host and guest is disabled. There should only be unidirectional file transfer from the host to the guest. Another way is to create a read-only folder share from the host to the VM. Unmount the share once the sample has been transferred. You can create an ISO file containing the sample and mount it on the virtual machine. Once the sample has been transferred to the VM securely, the next step is to ensure that it is stored properly on the VM. Samples may be transferred in zip files or in their native format. Create a dedicated folder on the VM to store malware samples and exclude it from antivirus scanning. The next step is to modify the sample's file extension. This task is done to prevent accidental execution of the sample. If the file extension is not visible, navigate to the View tab and ensure that the File Name Extensions option is checked. You can include the extension bin or vir. During the behavioral analysis phase of the sample, you can modify the extension back to the original to execute it. The next step is to obtain hash values of the sample. You can acquire the MD5, SHA-256 and imp hash values of the file. Use the values to search on websites that host malware samples to identify if the same or similar samples have been observed in the wild. I would recommend not uploading the sample in online services like VirusTotal. Once a copy of the sample is uploaded on the internet, it is possible for malware authors to recognize that their sample is being considered suspicious. Now, let's assume you have a malicious sample that you want to share with another team member. Let's talk about the protocol to safely share malware. First, modify the sample's file extension. This task was performed when you received the sample for processing. It's also a great idea to perform this task before you share the sample with another party. Then acquire the file hashes. Store the hash values in a text file and store it in the same folder as the sample. The next step is to store the sample and its hashes into an archive for sharing. Ensure to protect the zip file with a password. The commonly used password for archive files containing malware is infected. You can pick any password of your choice. Make sure you share it with the recipient. You can use tools like 7-zip for this task. You can also create the archive in 7-zip format. Finally, to share the sample, we recommend uploading the sample to a file hosting platform and sharing the link with a recipient. This is because some email providers prevent you from sending archive files containing malware samples. Once the recipient downloads the sample, they can use the hash values to validate the file's integrity. I hope you have a good idea now about the safety protocol to handle and share malware samples. I encourage you to set up a malware reverse engineering lab and practice using this protocol. Good luck! If you liked this video, please hit like and share this video on social media. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive more videos like this one. Join our online community of students learning useful cybersecurity skills if you haven't already. To register for a free account right away, go to our website. Happy learning and see you soon!